anybody poses a question, people become argumentative because they don't like being questioned, or they don't like having a question thrown at them. When people are agreeing with each other, they're just sitting there playing nodding dogs. You know, you may as well be one of those Churchill dogs
I get that.
at the back of the car going nod, 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 nod.
Listen, I'm in here for a reason, because you disagreed with me on many things, and I disagreed with some of your friends, and I come back, and I always come back. You know, I'm not going to say, oh, I don't like him because he disagreed with me. It's not going to happen. But I think Pete emphasized exactly what you was pointing at right now by saying to me and asking me them 3 questions. If you think about them 3 questions he asked me, did I get the ump about this, or did I, think about what he said. And that's how he's trying to analyze me. And I'm going to give him that information because I want him to analyze me as a good human being, because I've already done it to him. I did it to him before he asked me them 3 questions. I went, this is a good guy. And I respect this guy because he thinks how I think. We have got a similar mindset, and that's a beautiful thing. And you know what, especially to you, Smiler, we kind of hit off on a dodgy level, because you were listening to other people talking about me, saying bad things about me, people who don't even know me, who've never met me. Well, whatever it was.
No. We fell out because you were protecting a woman beater. That's what we fell out over.
No. Okay. All right. Okay.
So
I was protecting Glyn.
Over Glyn. Yeah, you were
over Glyn. Are we talking about Glyn?
Over Glyn. Yeah.
All right. We're talking about Glyn. Now, let me say this. Let me say this. Can I just say this? Now, I've never met Glyn. I don't know Glyn. I know people that have known him in real life. I know people that have met him and worked with him in real life, right? And I'm getting their perspective of Glyn as a human being. And then I happened to just be awake at 4 a.m. and just picked my phone up and thought, I wonder what's going on the interwebs. And I went into a conversation where this fucking cunt who's trying to hold me accountable, MP, was questioning, right, what Glyn was all about and what motivated him to throw the keys at this woman and what motivated him to be a wife beater and all this shit. And I'm like, I went through that with most of my girlfriends that I fucking fucked off and got rid of. I never punched them in the face. I don't think he punched any of them in the face. I think he might have pushed one down some stairs and thrown some keys at someone. But I've done a lot worse than that to get these women fucking out of my life who are fucking dangerous to my own existence, because I don't want to have nothing to do with you. And I'm like, this is a bit fucking, hang on, kangaroo court style on the internet, asking him all these questions, putting him on the spot, making him fucking remember all this fucking madness that he went through. I mean, give me a break, man. It was bullying. It was pure bullying. And I stuck up for him because the way I saw it, he was being bullied and asked to validate, right, his situation which is totally personal to him, nothing to do with anybody. I'm like, you're taking this a little bit too far with your fucking rooms, mate. So leave him alone, right? Let's all get on with it and move along. That's my point of view. No one had any right to fucking make him justify what happened that day or what day it was. Yeah, and then to call him a wife beater and a woman beater was fucking outrageous. And I'll say this publicly, I was disappointed with News Now Yorkshire, who I respect a lot as one of the best auditors out there, by the way, for him siding with the fact that, he's a wife beater and he's been convicted. No, I've been convicted of murder, right? And I got a not guilty when I went to court. I'm not a murderer, right? But I was arrested and charged and went to court and went through the whole fucking year of fighting for my freedom and my life, right? I know what it's about. So that's where I'm coming from. When I see that kind of rhetoric, I'm like, let me just jump in there a little bit on a humanitarian value, not on a personal thing or because I like him better than I like you. Nothing to do with that. Glyn did nothing wrong to any of us or any of you on this program. Yet you want to hold him accountable?
Roy,
it's outrageous. It is outrageous.
Roy. First of all, is that you, Vincent?
Yes.
Okay. Right. First of all, Roy, right? You don't know Glyn, right?
Bye, Peter.
No, I don't. No, I don't know him.
So you don't know the
Take
back
your evidence
history.
with you.
You don't know the back history, right? Now, a lot of people in this chat know the back history. Because we used to,
and they know him personally. Did they know him personally? We
know him as a panel host. Yeah.
Right. So you don't know him personally. That's very important. let me just.
You don't know him
let me just put
personally
that
either.
into. I'm
You
going.
don't know him
Yeah, but
personally.
you asked me a question just now. Wait a minute.
Now,
You asked me a question.
a lot of us
Do I
have
know him
spoke to
personally?
him
I
many
said no.
times
I
on
asked
the
you,
phone.
and you said no. I just want the
A lot
judge
of
to
us
put that in the
spoke
record.
to him. A lot of us have
Okay,
spoken
carry
to
on.
him on the internet and on the
Yeah.
telephone many
Okay.
times, right?
Yep.
Many times we've bailed him out with money when he's been in the shit, right?
With money? What?
Yeah. We
What do you
bailed
mean?
him out many times with money. We put
What do you
money
mean
his
bailed him
way.
out with money? What do you mean? Explain that.
Sent him money.
Why?
Because he didn't have no money. He was on the
What
boat with his ass.
So he pity petted you.
Yeah, he pity petted everybody. So you
Right.
coming from
Okay.
a
All right.
place
That's
where you
interesting.
don't
I never
know
knew.
the man.
I
You
never
don't
knew that.
know the man.
Okay.
You don't
I'm
know
writing
the
that down
man.
right now. It's in the book.
Right?
It's in the book. I've written it down.
You don't
Carry
know
on.
the
Carry
man.
on. Carry
You
on.
don't know
Carry
the
on.
man. Right? We
Go on.
spent many nights with Glyn, right? And then one particular night, the same person you was on the panel with, yeah, on Mike West, when you decided to go for me, you and John decided to go for me, yeah, right?
Only because you went for me. That's why.
God bless UK. God bless UK.
We sorted that. Yeah.
Hang on, Roy. God bless UK. Pulled it all out of him. And the second offence, yeah, the two offences, the 2 times that he went to court, yeah. God bless UK, who was sat next to you on the panel, dragged it all out of him the day before he went to court. Yeah. Now there was 2 of us that were in the chat. Now, when he had a complete breakdown and then told everybody the truth, because he'd been lying to everybody for months and months and months, when he had a complete breakdown and then told everybody the truth about the court case, yeah, that's when everybody left him. Yeah, because he lied about it. And you got people in the chat now saying 100% that I'm telling the truth. Yeah.
Right.
So that's why people.
So what did he lie about? Can you explain to me what he lied about? Can you explain to me what he lied about?
He lied about what he did, and that's all. I'll go there. Right.
What to his wife, to these women that he's supposed to have abused? He's saying that he lied about that.
To the people that spent many a night supporting him. Yeah. To the people that helped him. Right. Go on, Vincent. I'll let you have your say a minute because you were getting very impatient there.
Good afternoon, Roy.
Hello, Vincent.
I have an opening question for you, sir.
Shoot.
Okay. You stated very, very clearly. So, you stated very, very clearly that you've raised hands to a woman many, many times before, far worse than throwing somebody down the stairs and lobbing a heavy bunch of keys into the face of a woman. Okay. So, my question is, Roy, how come you're okay with a woman beating on such a large scale, but I say one word to you and you insist with coming down on me with the full force of the law? What makes you more special than all those vulnerable women that you target, Roy?
Okay, I'll tell you one story, Vincent, right? I was driving down the motorway, coming back down the M1 from Watford to London. I was doing it about 80 miles an hour, and there's me, my girlfriend, and my friend in the back, right? He's sitting in the back, no seatbelt. He's just listening to the music. We just come out of the studio. We just wrote a fucking wicked track, and we're buzzing, all right? And my girlfriend's got the hump. She's got the hump, all right? Now, I've turned the heating off because I've been in the studio for fucking 24 hours, and I want air, and I want to be awake. It's 2 a.m. You know what she did? She punched me in the jaw, right? I hit the fucking central reservation. I spun the car around. I went into the ditch. You know what I did? I beat the fuck out of her. I'll give her a daddy fucking teaching lesson. I didn't break her arm, but I'll give her a dead arm. I punched her in both arms so she couldn't fucking move her arms. And I went, get back in that car. We got the car back on the road, right? We got home. I done like £1,000 damage to my car. She fucking learnt a lesson that day because daddy fucking came home and taught her a lesson. You telling me I'm a fucking girlfriend beater? Her dad told me, Roy, she's never had that discipline in her life. She went back to daddy and cried. I went to daddy and I said, look, I'm sorry, but I fucking did hit your fucking daughter. But what she did was fucking outrageous. And he went, Roy, she's never had that. I said, why not? He goes, because I'm a cunt. And that's what her dad said to me. All right. And I don't think I'm a girlfriend beater for doing that. But I taught her a lesson, mate. I'm telling you now. And I think anyone who's fucking in a toxic relationship like that, you better find out before you fucking find out on a fucking motorway when you're doing 80 miles an hour, when you could kill everyone. You know, these things happen. These things happen. And that's, look, I don't hate anybody. I think everyone's got their own ideas and their own excuses for what they've done. And we've all done like dodgy things, bad things in our lives that we're ashamed of or we regret. That's fine. Why are we looking back on that shit? Why aren't we supporting each other? Why aren't we all coming together and saying, look, we're in shit. Our government are treating us all like shit. They're treating our nans and like cunts. Why is this happening? Come on, help, man. Let's all get together and fucking support one another, man. Let's do that.
So basically, Roy,
Smiler, let me do this, please.
Hang on.
Smiler, let me do this, please.
I got one sentence.
Come on, I'm a wife beater.
One sentence.
Beat up my girlfriend.
So
she's lucky I didn't punch her in the jaw.
Basically, Roy, you would support Sharia law then. Now let Vincent carry on. Well,
okay, Roy. So let's
come on, Sharia law. Are you fucking having a laugh?
Let's close this one down. I've got a few questions for you. So,
what an insane thing to say, man.
So Roy, where was the recourse for these vulnerable women who had to cope with the wife beating from you? Where was the recourse for them? Where was your care and feeling for them when all I said was one word to you and you became harmed, distressed,
from her father,
and anxious?
Her father sat her down and said, you fucking stupid cunt, you could have killed everyone that day. What did you do? And she said, I'm sorry, Dad, I lost the plot. I was on the blob. That's what she said to her dad. I was on the blob and I was just being a horrible cunt. That's what she admitted to her dad. She could have killed us. She fucking
give us another example of your woman beating, Roy, because that's not enough. That's small fry. That's amateur. Give me another example that I can get my teeth into, please.
Yeah, well, I raised my hand to my daughter when she was 4. And I went, have you been a naughty girl? And she went, no, Daddy, no. And that was enough. And I give her a big hug and I told her I loved her. And I told her never to do that again. Not be horrible to Mummy. Be nice. And I've never, ever raised a fucking hand to a woman unless they fucking deserve it. I got punched in the face right outside a fucking lesbian fucking gay nightclub. I just happened to be walking by with my mate. We're walking by and my mate goes, let's go and have a look in here. It's full of gays. And I went, no, fuck that. And this lesbian woman, bouncer, right? She looked at me and then she punched me straight in the face, right? I was 17. I was boxing at the time. I just took it and I knocked her out with one punch. I got jumped. I got a kick in for it, right? But she fucking deserved it, mate. I woke up. I never went out. I got a beating, but I never went out. She went out, and I fucking loved that moment when I punched that fat fucking woman in the face and knocked her out with one punch. Beautiful. It was beautiful.
Okay, Roy. So as an addendum now to that first question.
Yeah.
So I'd just like to ask, let's sort of pick at the details. How do you work out the process which gets you to the point where you know they fucking deserve it? In your words, they were your words, unless they deserve it. Okay. So how, what experience, what training do you have to get you to the point where you can reliably make the decision that they fucking deserve it? And I'm going to clarify that a woman deserves to be hit by a man.
Question at a time, you cunt.
Sorry, Roy, I have to explain because I know what you like.
Okay.
So I will be belt and braces on this. So how do we get to the point where you decide a woman needs a good fucking
punch in the fucking face? Okay. All right. Well, at the beginning, right, my martial arts training tells me to keep your opponent at a distance, right? At a distance until they show aggression by force, by way of their body mass, right? So you get attention, you touch their chest and you hold them. And when you feel that fucking power come, let it go. And as soon as they move forward, bang, you know to whack them in the face. Or if it gets to that point, if you're not clever enough to fucking figure it out before then, when they actually punch you on the fucking face and you feel it, but it doesn't knock you out, you instantly turn around and go bang, whether it's a fat fucking dirty filthy lesbian cunt or whether it's just a tainty lady that decided to punch me in the face. You're going to get knocked out, you cunt. The instinct kicks in that point. Where I come from.
To wrap this one up, because I think we covered this one well. To wrap this one up, have you ever had a relationship or an interaction with a woman where you chose not to let her fucking have it, but wished you had, Roy? You know, you worked out later she did fucking deserve it, but you made a knee-jerk reaction at the start and thought, no, she doesn't deserve it. But later on, you decided she fucking did.
Can you spell it out for him, Vincent?
I knew I'd have to explain this one. So, Roy, you said you know when a woman fucking deserves it, unless she fucking deserves it. So you know from your training, from your experience, you know when to strike a woman, a vulnerable woman. So have you ever made the mistake of not striking a vulnerable woman, Roy, and then regretted it later?
Highlight that one, Smiler.
Bye, Roy. I think the questioning is complete.
What a fucking dickhead.